Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for another royally screwed video where we look at and call out the Royal Mint for their rather over-optimistic pricing of historic coins. We've got a new set to talk about here today, Britain's Greatest Queens, and this is the homepage of the Royal Mint. So this is what they want you to see when you go to their website. This is the kind of product that they really want you to buy because they're going to be, to coin a phrase, minting it on this kind of product. Now, for those that don't know, I've been challenging the Royal Mint, pushing back on them about these historic coin prices because I think it leaves a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths for collecting, for people who like the Royal Mint's products. It's just not a good look. It's basically asking people who don't know better to buy these coin sets and then think that they've got an incredibly special product, but actually they've just overpaid for coins they could get a lot cheaper elsewhere. You're paying for a very expensive box. So we've tried to engage with them and they've basically ignored us. They've given us some boilerplate, wishy-washy corporate speak to say, yes, we're trying to readdress everything, and they're really not doing anything about it. So I will continue to call out the Royal Mint on their really poor practices of pricing historic coin sets like this. Because let's be quite frank, the only people in this world that will buy these coins at this price tag of £750, and we'll go through a few little bits of sort of eBay results, and also I have here in front of me the Spink coin book, which you might obviously not be able to see, but you can hear. I've looked up because they don't like eBay, but they like the Spink valuations. It's not going to be good for them. Anyway, right, let's have a look and see what we've got. So let's go back to the homepage because I like the idea of this set, Britain's Greatest Queens. That would be a really cool, interesting product to have a look at. And it's part of the history. It's why we love coins, celebrating the reigns of three iconic queens who shaped Britain: Queen Elizabeth I, Queen Victoria, and Queen Elizabeth II. Greatest Queens 3-coin set features a silver coin from the reign of each of those formidable female leaders together in one set. So that in itself is great, and I don't really have a problem with the Royal Mint coming up with these historical sets and showcasing them to the public. What I have a problem with is that they massively overcharge for what you're getting. So, you know, if this coin set was £350, then I would probably still think it's overpriced, but it wouldn't be like making a mint on it overpriced, which is the biggest problem. So what do we get for our £750? We get a limited edition 499 box, you know, sort of case. It's a very expensive box, basically. We're getting 3 coins. We're getting an Elizabeth I silver sixpence, a Victoria Younghead silver crown. Oh, that one's one of my favourites because we've had a bit of a battle about that one, so I have some good knowledge about what they're worth. And an Elizabeth II 1977 silver jubilee proof crown. So 3 coins, 750 quid. That's £250 a coin, right? Plus cost of box and everything. I can tell you right now that those are not accurate price points for these coins, especially something like this in such awful condition. Talking of condition, what condition do they say we're going to get them in? We're going to get them in fine plus for the sixpence and Victoria crown, and we're going to get extremely fine for the Elizabeth crown. This one here is the most ridiculous coin in the set. You know, it's a sterling proof coin. You can get these on eBay for a dime a dozen. So if we have a look at that, in fact, let's do it's this one here. And if we go to eBay and we just have a quick look. Now, look, they have told me they absolutely hate eBay price comparisons. They say it's not an accurate barometer, but I know it is an accurate barometer because Sovereign Rarities, who are part owned by the Royal Mint, told me that you should look at eBay as a good barometer. And so why would they? Anyway, you can see here we're getting buy it nows for the proof silver jubilees, 25 quid. That's 5 quid postage. Let's see if there's any sold items. We've got a PF67, really nice condition one there, even at 67 grade, at £55. What do you think this grade is with the dirty, grubby fingerprints and marks all over it? Not at all. No, just no. So yeah, you can see there we're getting this one £18 plus £2.70 postage, £12 plus £8 postage. You can see it's £25 to 30 coin, no problem, any day of the week. Here's a proof, silver proof. There you go, silver proof and a standard coin, sold 31st of March for £15, give or take a few pennies, and you get a free cupronickel one. So I think we've said enough about that coin. 25 quid. Now, Younghead Victoria crown. I've done a lot of research on these, and you know, in the condition, let me just talk and type separately. Younghead Victoria crown. There we go. Very difficult multitasking. I've got a couple of these in my collection. They are not worth the £270 that the Royal Mint tries to sell them at. As we can see here, you can get them for £40. You get good condition ones for a bit more. I would say a sort of, not even fair, but a fair valuation, inverted commas, on one of these coins in a half decent condition, 50 quid. So we're up to £75. £75 for these two coins. Now the Elizabeth I sixpence is something just a little bit more rare, because of course it's a lot older. So let's have a look and see what we can get for an Elizabeth I sixpence. So we're getting some in pretty worn condition for £75 to £100, I think, is where I've done a bit of research on this. It does depend a little bit on the type and of course the condition of the coin as well. But generally speaking, you're not looking even at that £250 per coin that's in that set threshold. And when you factor in that one of the coins is worth £25 and the other coin is worth £50, you've got to ask, where is that additional £500 worth of value coming from? Now, I mentioned the Spink book, so I've got it here in front of me, and looking up into the book, and you find the Elizabeth I sixpence, and found the page straight off. That's fantastic. So they're saying that these are fine or better. So the fine, actually that wasn't the right page, sorry, that was the shillings page. Here we go. The sixpence page for a Queen Elizabeth shilling says fine is 110. So that, and I would argue that this coin here is probably on the borderline of being not fine, but that's what they've said. So if we go by the Spink guide and we go by rough eBay sort of prices, we're looking about 100. We could even call it 150 and still be really generous to the Royal Mint on this. So you see my point, that there is a very big price discrepancy between the cost of the coins that you could buy yourself and then the coins that the Royal Mint are just plonking in a box and selling to you at a very high price. So yeah, I am not a fan of this direction that the Royal Mint is taking, and I'm not a fan of how it's perceived, I think, within the community. I know there's a lot of other people who think that way, and what I would suggest to everybody out there is if you feel pretty disgusted about this, then I would suggest that you make a complaint to the Royal Mint about it. We can only change them by giving them the data to actually change it, because they've said so many times that they've got hundreds and thousands of really happy customers. Well, they have happy customers because those happy customers don't know better. They're not going to know that what they've bought is a really poor value coin set until they actually find out that it's a poor value coin set. So email the customer services at royalmint.com and let them know that you are not happy with this. If they don't get back to you, it says here, if we don't try to resolve their complaint within two working days of receipt, then you can email head of customer services. That's what I am going to do right now. I've already done it a number of times, but I'm going to do it again, and we'll see what they say. Now, I think it's just awful. There's another one I wanted to just show for you, which is Britannia Through the Ages. This is a set I did a video on a couple of weeks ago, and I got a reply from the press office saying that they were currently undertaking a review of prices of historic coins, and they would perhaps let me know if things would change. This one hasn't changed, and this is another example of a really poor set. It's just all over the place, and because it's on the front page of the Royal Mint's website, this is what they want you to see, and they want you to buy these coins because they know they will make a lot of money selling those coins to the public. And unfortunately, it's just a little bit disingenuous because they're not good value. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I do not mind the Royal Mint making a profit and putting together historic coin sets. And if this was £500, I probably wouldn't make a video about it and moan. I think it was an awful price coin set, but I wouldn't buy it, and I probably wouldn't moan about it. But when it's £750, and you've seen such a discrepancy in the price points there, I can't help but feel like, in my mind anyway, that there is some kind of like civic duty of me to highlight the really poor value of these coin sets. Because there are, unfortunately, people every single day of the week that will fall for these. In fact, I wanted to, why I got that other page open, is to have a look and see if anyone's actually bought it. I seem to remember there were 13 in stock. Thank goodness nobody has bought one of these sets since we last did the video, assuming that nobody's bought them through direct sales on the phone and stuff, because this is, I think, website stock tracking. So hopefully we're getting the message out there. But anyway, Royal Mint, please reach out to me for comment to defend your pricing of this coin set. I want to know. Maybe I've made a mistake, and if I have, I will offer a complete apology and retraction. If somebody can prove to me that these three coins were worth anywhere close to, I mean, look, there's got to be a profit margin, that's fine. If anywhere close to £500 even, £400 even, then let me know, but I just can't see it, and I don't know where it is. So anyway, that's it from me. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the Ramblers for watching to the end of my videos, and to the Cool Kids Club members. If you want to do anything to help, then do what I suggested. Go and email the Royal Mint customer services team to make that complaint. Where is it? Here we go. Make a complaint. customer.services@royalmint.com. So if you remain unhappy, head of customer services at royalmint.com. And yeah, give them a link to this video, Cool Kids Club. I just don't know where it will end. I don't think it will end. I think the Royal Mint are making too much money hand over fist. But anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much for watching. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.